Garrett from FrozenTundraGaming, and
And
here's our special guest today.
hey, what's up? My name is Owen. I'm just kidding. No, so I'm Owen, and I'm kind of new to the Frozen Tundra Gaming channel. I
You,
have been in some videos in the past, but I'm gonna start uploading from my PS4 because that is the in-game feature thing. And basically, a lot of my stuff isn't gonna be the best. It might not be best quality or anything, but I'll do some commentary stuff. And today we're just gonna kind of talk about games that were disappointing, not good, or just okay this year. Like because there were some good games this year, and then there's some okay and bad games this year.
yeah. So we're just gonna be have this is gonna be like a podcast thing we might do once a week or something like that. Like we'll upload a gameplay thing probably once or twice a week. Then we'll have a podcast at the end of the week like this.
Yeah.
Um, so many games came out this year. The one that I was most excited for was Arkham Knight because honestly, and there's probably gameplay footage of it in the background right now, but that game was just amazing.
And I've beaten Arkham Knight. I beat it. I got it the day it came out. I beat it in like 2 or 3 days. I I only had one complaint for this game in general. For such a large, detailed game, I never experienced one frame rate issue. Credits to Rocksteady. They
Uh,
did a fantastic job on this game. The Batsuit looks amazing. Great story, but the story kind of was a little too short in my opinion. Like there wasn't as much traveling. What they could have done was the Arkham Knight was a great villain and everything, and it was kind of obvious it was Jason Todd before the game even really came out. But it was still a really good game. I loved like the images Batman got in his mind and everything when he was thinking about Jason Todd, and I think it was a great game.
I think it was a great game too. I saw lots of commentaries and stuff, and I'm probably I'm getting the game pretty soon actually, but I've never actually played it. It looks fantastic though. I've seen other people play it, and they've all said fantastic stuff about it. I really hope Rocksteady makes another Batman game if they could, but they might not, and that's okay. But this game just
Yeah,
blew off everything and just. I mean, I kind of wish the Arkham Knight was his own character instead of Jason Todd, so it would be like new, but they just kind
yeah.
of.
Originally, when I heard about the Arkham Knight, like when I first saw the trailer, it was like a year before the actual game came out.
Oh yeah.
But when I saw the actual trailer and I saw the Arkham Knight, what I started coming up in my mind was I had Jason Todd in mind because I am kind of a fan of the comics and I know he died and everything. But I thought it was going to be Thomas Elliot or Hush
Uh,
because in Arkham City there was a side mission where you found a couple of dead bodies with like messed up faces or whatever, and after you did that, you'd find Hush, and he reconstructed his face to look like Bruce Wayne. And I thought he got the technology to make the Arkham Knight, but I was wrong. But
You know what?
what?
They did it. Didn't they have that in Arkham Knight too? A Hush mission.
Yeah,
And
there was a Hush mission where you
yeah, I
had to
wish
save
that
Lucius.
Hush
Yeah,
would have just been the Arkham Knight because it would have just made sense.
yeah, but I do like how they brought Jason Todd back.
Yeah, and I like how in the end, when he's facing Scarecrow, he shoots off Bruce Wayne's handcuffs. It's just like, oh look, he's kind of turned good again. So
Yeah. Well, that's enough of Arkham Knight. Let's talk about some other games because Arkham Knight. Honestly, this is the last thing I'm going to say about it, but great game.
oh, great game.
It could possibly be in the top 10, maybe even top 5 games of the year, but that's just my opinion. Who knows? And a really such a hyped game and such a disappointing outturn was Battlefield Hardline, to me at
Oh,
least.
I don't want to
I
spend too
was,
much time on this
yeah,
because it was such a bad game. I saw the trailers. I was like, okay, this is going to be so hyped, and it. I
it
honestly
was
was disappointed.
it was laughable. Like it was if it was a great concept and everything, but they didn't really do that good of a job on it. I mean,
And I feel
I'm
like
all
they
that.
maybe should just waited a bit longer and then just turn that into Battlefield 5.
Yeah, because Battlefield 4 is one of my favorite FPSs of all
Uh,
time, and I don't know, Battlefield Hardline just was disappointing. I
yeah.
didn't like it.
Now another game I kind of want to talk about is Advanced Warfare, Call of Duty,
Ooh,
but
even though this was last year's game, it's
this
pretty
this
much
came out
this
last
year.
year. It's pretty much this year because it was mostly in this year. But
Now, I will say that Advanced Warfare definitely was innovative. It was a fun game for a little while, but then
After the DLCs and everything came out,
it was just
zombies. I mean, zombies. It looked cool, but after starting to play, it's just like,
it just got boring because
yeah.
I didn't even bother purchasing the rest of the map packs.
I didn't purchase any of them because I played zombies at like my friend's house, and I was like, you know what? This isn't a good game. I played it a couple times. I'm like, I don't like the zombies.
In Advanced Warfare, yes, they had a pretty good multiplayer, but the balancing, the only good guns in that game
Was
were
the HBRA3, the ASM1, and probably the Bell.
and the AK-12.
Uh,
Like a lot of the guns were nerfed and buffed and everything to make it somewhat equal, but it's the BAL and the ASM1 that always pissed me off to high hell every single time.
oh yes. I feel like those are the only two guns most people use, and I feel like for Sledgehammer's first Call of Duty game, this was okay, but I feel like they could have done a bit better.
Yeah, well, it's not really their first multiplayer though, because they made the multiplayer for MW3, I think, or at least helped with it.
Yeah.
And again, it just got too repetitive and boring. Because
Well, let's not dwell on the past. Let's look into the future. Games that are supposed to come out. Black Ops 3 is coming out.
yes,
Oh,
the most hyped game
This
probably in a long time. The beta, I was very
there hasn't been
skeptical.
a beta in a long time.
I don't think we've had a beta for Call of Duty since
I think Black Ops 1 maybe had beta.
I don't even remember. But anyway, so Black Ops 3, when I started playing the beta, I was blown away. I thought it was just going to be kind of futuristic. No, it's better than Advanced Warfare. It's like less futuristic. I don't want to see any of that laser crap anymore, and I'm happy about it. It's a great game.
It doesn't take place too
yeah.
far in the future either. Like, what is it?
2065? Yeah, something like that.
I mean,
But-
this could probably happen in the future. So
Maybe. Yeah, because honestly, zombies, Shadows of Evil, I'm pretty excited for, but the Giant, I
oh.
have never been so excited for anything.
I mean, it's basically the next one in the storyline, basically. So
Yeah, it happens right after. Yeah, and
not Origins.
yeah, right after Origins, because
Yeah.
yeah, I'm not gonna explain the story. We might do a COD storyline thing, but anyway, Fallout 4 is probably gonna win Game of the
I played
Year.
Fallout 3, and I honestly like that game so much. And then I heard Fallout 4 is coming out, and wow, I'm pretty excited because if it's anything like Fallout 3 for next gen, it's gonna be pretty much amazing.
Yeah.
And I have seen some gameplay footage of people playing it, like at E3 and stuff. It does look like an amazing game.
I don't know if there's anything at E3, Garrett,
There
but
was,
whatever.
There was something at E3. Actually.
There might have been, but
there was a panel.
Star Wars Battlefront, which, not gonna lie, actually looks like a pretty sick game. It's the same people that make Battlefield, so I was a massive fan of Battlefront on the PS2. Massive fan of it. I loved it. But now that they're bringing it back for next gen, and a great team is making the game, it could also possibly be a Game of the Year. I'm trying to think. Oh yes, and one of my favorite third-person games of all time, Assassin's Creed Syndicate.
That is coming out.
That will be coming out this year, Garrett, in October. Yeah, in October.
It was a new person who made it, new company.
Yeah, it's a new one, but
They,
I don't remember who made Unity, but
Unity,
at first,
I think, was still Ubisoft.
No, it's all Ubisoft, but there's like Ubisoft Montreal and different stuff. But
I think that was Ubisoft Montreal. I think
last year was a very bad year for gaming. Honestly, 2014, so many games were just flops.
I can't wait till 2016.
Unity was a huge flop. Watch Dogs was disappointing, but still a pretty good game. And Destiny was one of the most disappointing games of all time.
But they are planning on making a sequel in 2017.
Yes, but Destiny, again, wasn't a bad game.
Yeah,
it just was kind of
It
disappointing.
had a good storyline, but I mean, I don't know, it just didn't catch my eye. And,
Yeah.
Uncharted 4 is coming out next year,
Yes.
and that has been hyped for years. The Uncharted 3 came out in, I think, 2012, and we've been waiting for I've been waiting for at least 4 years for the next one because I was like, you know what, Uncharted 3, this must be the end of the series. Then like 2014, end of 2014, I heard Uncharted 4 is coming out. 2016, I was like, oh my god.
And another thing I'm excited for, and I don't know when it's going to come out, but it's going to be, oh boy. Oh yeah, Telltale's Walking Dead, if they're even going to continue it.
Oh yeah, season 3 possibly, but they're thinking it's going to take place with Clementine when she's years older. Like, I'm talking like teenage, like
Yeah.
not 13. Like, I'm talking like in her 20s.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of some other like hyped stuff, and
There's Final Fantasy 7.
yes, the final, not 7. It's like Final Fantasy 15 or something. I have no
I don't even
clue.
know.
I didn't really follow the games, but
What's it called? They're making a bunch of new games basically. Resident Evil 2 they might remake.
yeah. I don't think I've ever been so hyped for a game as much as Assassin's Creed Syndicate, though. They originally called it Victory. I don't know why they changed it. Victory sounded a little better, but
Syndicate
whatever.
kind of makes more sense because it's like in
Yeah,
England.
and it's cool because recently I did go to England, and I think that was just amazing. It's being in London and everything, and then going back into the 1800s to look what it looked like then. Not, the most accurate, but still. I have never been so excited for a game.
Oh yeah, but also coming out soon, 2016 and 2017, end of the year, I believe. There's gonna be a new South Park game.
Oh boy, Stick of Truth.
It's not the. It's the
I know,
Fractured
but
Whole. It's supposed to be like the Stick of Truth, I think. But
yeah.
I don't know.
And honestly, the only thing I'm gonna be if I notice I've seen gameplay of Assassin's Creed Syndicate. I didn't particularly like the movement in Unity, and I noticed in Assassin's Creed Syndicate there's a lot of the same kind of movement.
Yeah.
Which they did do a good job, but hopefully it's just not glitchy like it was when they released the major patch for Unity. The game wasn't bad. The storyline it seemed kind of like Twilight almost, in my opinion. Like, it was a love story. He's got to, like, betray, whatever. I don't even know. I know that Twilight was shit.
Now, think of more future games. I'm going to list off a couple. Terraria, Otherworld. They're making a thing called Terraria Otherworld. It's supposed to be like Terraria 2, basically, with a new world and everything. Legend of Zelda. They're remaking for the Wii U. And
yes, I saw that.
For PS4 and Xbox One.
I don't think it'll go for that because it's a Nintendo thing only, and I don't think we've ever gotten a Nintendo game on.
Titanfall. There's gonna be a sequel to Titanfall.
I'm sorry, Titanfall. You were disappointing.
I played the game. I don't know. It
like
looks
I don't have an Xbox One, but I know what the game is like, and Advanced Warfare was better than that, and I didn't like Titanfall. It was like a Pacific Rim almost, or something like that.
Now, we're almost out of time here, but there's a couple other ones that are going to be making. Metal Gear 5 came out, they're making another Borderlands game, and also possibly another Diablo game. So.
Oh, Diablo 3 was a pretty big fall.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's going to be
time for today, so... Hope you guys enjoyed this podcast. If you'd like more, please leave a comment in the description. Please like this video if you think we deserved it. Favorite it if you want, and subscribe for more content like this.
And one last thing, if you want us to talk about any other stuff, sound off in the comments down below. What you want to talk about, what you guys kind of want to see.
Yeah, it can be anything.
Anything really.
Games to just life or sports or anything.
Sports, yes, and maybe in the future we'll do some real life stuff, but. Yeah. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Again, if you like the video, leave a like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you guys later.
Okay.
Peace.
See you.